going on, my dudes? This is DaySnacks here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys a sneak peek into my vault, show you guys what kind of guns I like to collect, and then give you a list of my top 10 weapons on Destiny. And I've divided them into two because I don't think that's fair that people tie the two together. You got exotics and then the legendaries. I mean, you know, for instance, the Gallahorn is one of the better guns, but because it's exotic, it falls down the ladder of best guns on Destiny. So I divided the two and I kind of arranged my vault. I hope you guys enjoy it because, like I said, it took me a lot of time to arrange my vault. You're going to see here in a second to put them in order for this video. Anyways, we're going to start out with the number one weapon. I don't care if I divided this or not. Overall, best weapon in the game. Unlimited ammo, and its amount of damage it deals gives it the number one top spot. Not only in the exotic category, but in all categories. I mean, I'm sure a few of you might disagree, but the majority would agree that the Icebreaker is the number one weapon. So then we're going to move on to the second one, and it is the Gallahorn. And this is going from best to worst. Sorry, I don't count down from 5. I'm going Gallahorn best. I mean, Icebreaker best, Gallahorn second best. Anyways, deals a ton of damage. Like I said, in a lot of top 10s lists, it struggles because it does have, it takes up an exotic slot, which sometimes people don't want to do. So it will never be number one when it probably deals some of the most power on this game. Number 3 is a new one, Red Death, because they nerfed auto rifles in PvP. So yeah, the Red Death also has health regen capabilities where you regen all of your health until you take damage again. It's not just a little bit of health, it's all your health until you take damage again. So Red Death, in my opinion, would take the number 3 spot. And this is where it gets a little bit tricky, because the only reason why I picked these two guns are because they're good in PvE, and that's the Thorn and the Last Word. I mean, in no particular order here. I just feel like these two are 4 and 5, no matter how you want to slice it. I mean, you guys take your pick. I don't use them very much because I'm not a big PvE guy. The Red Death I will use and have used because it's not only really good in PvE, it's also really good in things like Crota, where if you don't have any exotic gear to get yourself leveled up, I mean, to gain your health back, you can always use the Red Death. And take a look at some of these other guns. The Vex Mytho class was a really good gun, but it's taken a lot of nerfs, man. Hard Light, don't know what to think about that. Didn't use it much. Zeros Regime was one of the best. Should be put up here in the number 2 or 3 slot, but can't. Took a huge hit on a buff. Pocket Infinity, buff after buff. We all know that. Plan C, not a big fusion rifle guy. I feel like a lot of people take the chicken shit way out in PvP and use fusion rifles and shotguns just way too much. Patience and Time. That gun does have, it serves its purposes with the ability to go invisible. Super good advice. I guess it's kind of shit, but I mean, I collect them, you know. And Bad Juju, I wanted to put that higher up on the exotic top 5, but I haven't used it. I just got this today. I just upgraded it for this video today. Not upgraded it, sorry, I got the bounty and I completed it. So I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. I mean, honest to God. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do another video in the future and see if I can move that up on that top 5 list. Anyways, Universal Remote, not big on shotguns, but they gave shotguns a buff, so I'm giving all shotguns a try. Mida Multi-Tool is a gun I like to use in PvP from time to time. Radar stays active, which makes it a really good weapon at times. The worst gun in the game, pretty much. Thunderlord, pretty good. It was my first exotic that I ever got on this game, so you know, it's kind of brings a tear to my eye, you know what I'm saying? Truth, only use it when I have a Void, Nightfall. Never use Dragon's Breath, and this might be the second worst gun in the game next to this gun. And then here we go on to the legendary top 5. Number 1, Fatebringer. Anybody want to disagree? You tell me what gun you use on the hard Crota raid. you use the Fatebringer. I mean, enough said. It deals the most damage out of almost every gun in the game. It's legendary. I mean, huge ammo capacity. What more do you need from the best gun in the game, or one of the best guns in the game? And then at my number 2, I would put Vision of Confluence, because this is a really good gun. A lot of things that we play on this game are solar, and I also used it today to get my bad juju in Crucible, and it does fairly well in Crucible now that there's not auto rifles and you can take shotguns out from a long distance. But this is another go-to gun. We all use it. Probably one of the most used guns in the game. So it's gonna stay the number 2 on the legendary weapons. And then here I struggled again, because I don't know whether to put the Black Hammer or the Hunger of Crota first, because the Black Hammer comes at a price. If you're not fighting a boss, it really doesn't get used. I mean, you have, what is it, 16, 18 bullets? That's atrocious. And then you got 3 in a magazine. Excuse me. It's just too hard to say, you know, because the Hunger of Crota, if you don't have the Gallahorn, is the go-to. And with Gallahorn being the second on the exotic weapon list, I mean, how do you not put it up there at least third? But I don't know. Like I said, that's a preference thing. I mean, I'm more of a sniper, long distance. I try to keep my distance from anybody in PvP or PvE. So I just put that like this, in this order. And then 5th spot, last but not least, are the handful of LDRs that you can buy from, I think it's the Vanguard. Probably, in my opinion, the second best sniper. I think it's better than the Black Hammer. It's just that the Black Hammer, with its almost unlimited ammo capabilities, will get put up above this all day, any day. But this gun deals a tremendous amount of damage to enemies, regardless of what you're doing, PvP, PvE, and they also have elemental damage, all 3 types for these. I got all mine from like Nightfalls and stuff. I never bought any of them. And then we move through the rest of these. The 2 for the Morgue. I don't use it that much unless I use it on PvE, and I just, you know, kind of fuck around with it. But it does a lot of damage. Shotguns have got a buff, and they do a lot more damage. The Murmur, I would love to put it higher up on the list, but I don't use the Murmur personally. And I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I feel like because the sniper has so much range on it and it causes so much damage at that range, that it's hard to stick that Murmur up here in between rocket launchers and sniper rifles. But again, that's just my taste. If you guys have your own opinion, that's what the comment section is down below. Let you guys leave your comments. Let me know what you think, where you guys would have switched things up. Praeton's Timepiece, I just got it recently. I mean, I played this fucking game for so long, and I finally just get it. So I haven't really got to use it. I don't plan on using it until the next DLC or the House of Wolves, where I can upgrade it, you know. So the Word of Crota should, in my opinion, be right here with the Vision of Confluence, but it hasn't proven itself yet. But if you have it and you have used it, you do realize it is very similar to the Fatebringer. So maybe in the future I do another one of these videos and we can just go ahead and swap that out. The Conduit, I've never even used that. Like I said, I just started throwing all my guns. After this one right here, all these are just thrown in there. All my characters still have other legendaries on it, but I'm not going to go through all my characters. This video will end up being 2,000 minutes long. So anyways, then we have the Abyss Defiant. Don't really use it. Light of the Abyss, I've used that a couple times. Has pretty good range. It's a good gun. The Cure is my arc go-to when it's the Nightfall's arc. Really good, ton of damage. Corrective Measure, obviously one of the better LMGs in the game because of the 100-round magazine, and it does a ton of damage. The Song of Ru, I keep this around because I feel like on the next Nightfall, with them all being fallen and shit, this might come in handy. It might, mark my words. And then the Fellwinter's Lie, probably in my opinion top 2 shotguns in the game. I use this a little bit in Crucible when I'm playing against fucking pussies that only use shotguns. And on that note, I'm gonna wrap this video up saying, you guys have been working on trying to stream some, and I need you guys' support. Like I said, it's kind of hard to stream and have 1 or 2 viewers and people don't stick around, you know. Like, I'm here to help anybody out and help you guys out and stuff like that. So if you can support the stream, that'd be greatly appreciated. Links are in the description. Get you guys in the game. Maybe we can do some nightfalls or some raids or some strikes together. A link to my Twitter is also in the description. So if you're interested and you do want to follow me on Twitter, I'll tweet out when I'm streaming, and you guys could always come on in and check me out. And yeah, on that note, if you're new to my channel, subscribe. If you've already subscribed to my channel, then you guys know what to do. You hit that like button, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.